What is going on, YouTube? This is the real Kevin Ellis. I'm here with a quick video to talk to you about my experience at basic training. The lighting's not that good, the sound's probably not that good, but I want to just get it done because, like I said, I remember there was people who made videos when I was about to go, and I looked at all of them. So if I could help anybody with some info, well, that's what I'm here trying to do. So anyways, let's get started. I'm going to start off with the phases. I'm not going to talk about yellow phase too much. And again, I went in March 2022. We did have to wear masks at reception. All right. Like yellow phase is basically like a COVID watch. I forget what they call it, but you basically have to like wait 2 or 3 weeks before you can actually take your mask off. So once we got to basic and we were in red phase, like a week later, they were like, all right, take your mask off and don't wear them again. So as far as COVID was concerned, it didn't really exist at basic training, okay? So red phase. Red phase basically, like there's 3 phases. You got red, white, and blue. I'm going to try to break them down if I don't go too much on time. If I do, I'll just do a part 2 to the video. But anyways, red phase is where you learn all the rules. Red phase is where they're really, trying to show you how it's going to be, So when I say this, you're going to say this. When this happens, you do this. So we learn how to salute. We learn how to stand at attention. We learn how to, address an NCO. We get smoked, and they don't call it smoking. They call it corrective action. So if you don't know, corrective action is basically like doing push-ups or running or just doing things that are going to make you uncomfortable. And the idea is that if it's so uncomfortable, you'll think before you make the same mistake again. Only thing that sucks is a lot of times you'll get corrective action for somebody else's mistake. So basically, like it's an army of one, and your team, and you are a team, right? Like that's, you learn the soldier's creed and all that in red phase, and but yeah, if you're supposed to be standing still, not talking, and one person talks, guess what? And if a drill sergeant finds out, everybody's going to drop and do push-ups or whatever, whatever they think of. I'll probably make another video. Let me write that down. I'll probably make another video about some of the funny smoke sessions or, some of the things that people did to get us in trouble. As far as activities go in red phase, I'm sure you guys all heard of the, what's it called? Well, basically the gas chamber, drawing a blank. But yeah, CBurn. You basically go into a little room and they spray like gas and you basically choke and spit, and it's not really fun, but it's a graduation requirement. So you do that. You do like a couple obstacle courses. Let me start looking at the camera actually. Yeah, you do a couple obstacle courses. They're kind of just checking to see where you're at. No, that's not really why. I don't really know why they do the obstacle courses, but you're going to do obstacle courses. All right, well, there's an Amber Alert in Georgia right now, so that's why my video cut out. But I think I was talking about what we're going to be doing in red phase. Like I said, and the thing about basic training is, like, you can look at all these videos, and you can even talk to the drill sergeants about what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, you're going to wake up in the morning, and you're not going to know what you're doing for PT. You're not going to know what you're having for breakfast. You're not going to know what you're doing that day. Because even if you think things change all the time. The commander might call and say, you know what, it's going to rain. That's canceled. We're going to do this instead. And you'll find that this is my opinion, when drill sergeants don't have anything for you, they'll find things for you to do. Or they'll give you like a stupid task and you're going to mess it up, and then you're going to just get some PT in, or corrective action. But anyways, yeah, so you do CBurn, you do the obstacle courses. Red phase, you do the hammer. So you have these field training exercises. They're called FTXs. You do. I mean, I'm sure you guys, if you were anything like me, you've seen all the other videos about Fort Jackson basic training. Maybe even just basic training in general. So I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. But you got the hammer in red phase, the anvil in white phase, and then red phase, blue phase rather, you have the forge. So yeah, just about the hammer. Oh my gosh, there's so much information to talk to you guys about. But again, I'm talking about my experience. So I will tell you that I had gotten hurt because, you know, people get hurt. You're going to go to sick hall for blisters. You're going to go for sprained ankles. You're going to go for headaches, all this stuff. I happened to go and my knees were messed up and it just hurt to stand. It hurt to run. And come to find out, I had like bruised my bones. Some people call them stress fractures. So anyways, I was on profile. Profile means like, hey, it's a piece of paper that says, you know, Ellis cannot run. He cannot jump. He can't, you know, ruck more than 15 pounds or whatever it is. So for the hammer, I missed the ruck because I was at sick hall. When I got there, oh my gosh, you know, it's basically the basics of an FTX. They tell you how to do, like, how you're going to sleep, like in real life combat, how you're going to pull security, you know, like I said, I'm going to throw some information in this video. Maybe it'll be helpful, maybe it won't be. Me personally, I'm a 25 Quebec, which is Signo, and our drill sergeants were all infantry. So in my opinion, and I know we can still go to war, but they were really teaching us infantry stuff. Like, okay, I know we need to know how to shoot a weapon. We need to know how to pull security, but I just feel like they went a little overboard. But anyways, so during the hammer, what we did was, my roommate came in. What's up? Feel free to jump in if you feel like it. But anyways, so for the hammer, we basically learned a couple different like exercises. Like we learned how to low crawl, high crawl. We learned how to commando crawl. And it was the first time we really got exposed to sleeping outside and doing stuff outside. So you have to watch out for the bugs. That's just a general Fort Jackson thing. There's a lot of fire ants. You're going to want to get bug spray. And maybe like anti-itch cream, because you're probably going to get bit if you're going to Fort Jackson. I'm trying to think about what else for red phase. Yeah, basically it sucks. Oh, shower drills. Like, so red phase is where they have you on a really, really short leash. And how it's supposed to work is as you phase up, you get more and more privileges. Wasn't necessarily the case with me. I was Bravo 134, which I can appreciate. I'll talk about that later or in another video. But you're on a really short leash. So they'll come up and say, hey, you know, you guys have 8 minutes to shower. Everybody needs to be showered and toes online in 8 minutes. So you basically have 8 minutes to go upstairs, take a shower, put on your sleep uniform, which is the PT uniform. And then you're supposed to be standing online and everybody's supposed to be done. And if you're not done, guess what happens? Yep, corrective action. Or what they'll do is they'll say, all right, tomorrow you have 6 minutes. I remember we got down to like 5 minutes. And then if we're making the time hack, and I'll tell you guys this, this is what we did. Because it's really not, I guess it might be possible, but there's so many people who still want to go take a 10-minute shower or who don't have their stuff ready. So if you have a 5-minute shower drill, I'm going into the bathroom, I'm putting some water on my face, putting water on my arms, and I'm waiting there for 3 minutes and then leaving. And everybody does that, and you're going to make the time hack. Like, you're going to get used to not showering every day. Maybe you will, but you don't have to, you know. You're there with a bunch of guys. Yes, there's females, but they're completely separate. And you're obviously not going there for that, right? So going a day or two without a shower isn't the end of the world, especially in red phase, because like I said, you try to take that 5-10 minute shower, you're going to screw everybody else over, and it's going to get stupid. And by stupid, I mean you're doing push-ups. You're supposed to be going to bed. Maybe you really did take a shower. Well, now you're getting smoked for 30 minutes, and you kind of regret taking a shower. So that's what I can think of right now for red phase. I'll probably double back if I can remember anything else. Yeah, shower drills, tight leash. You might get a phone call on Sunday. Oh yeah, I guess I'll talk about that too. When you first get there, they're gonna give you a chance to call your family and give them the address. I would encourage you to have your people start writing letters. I wrote letters all through reception, all through red phase. I just wrote letters all the time. It was kind of like therapeutic for me. I was like, it was almost like journaling, but I'm just sending letters to my wife. But yeah, you can write letters. You'll get mail. They cannot hold mail. So if you get 100 letters, then you're gonna get the 100 letters. But yeah, you might get a 10-minute phone call. Other companies had like, hang on, Podcast, how much time did you get on your phone in red face?
What?
My bad. How much time did you get on your phone in red face?
It varies. So on my red face, I think I got like 30 minutes until like at the end of red face, where like people got more disciplined and stuff, because I shipped a lot of corrective actions.
Yeah.
By the end of red face, we had like 1 hour of phone time, and like I don't know, for my company, it continues to like grow. Like if the more it's like the more disciplined you are, the more phone time you have. Because like if you're not disciplined, they like decrease your phone time.
Right.
And like I think somewhere around after the forge, we got like 2 hours of phone time.
That's fucking. Your Alpha company, right?
Alpha company, Alpha 124.
This is the way. So you see, Alpha, thanks, bro. He gets his phone. So I'll tell you right now, it does vary by company. Bravo had it the worst in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion. We had a 10-minute phone call. We had a no-minute phone call. At the end of red phase, I think we got 10 minutes again. And even we've never had our phone for more than 45 minutes, even after the forge. So I don't even know if it's that much to do with discipline or not, but anyway, so yeah, it varies. So you might get your phone call for 10 minutes, you might get it for an hour, That's red phase. Moving into, and again, red phase, you're learning the Army values, you're learning the soldier's creed, you're learning how to stand at the position of attention, how to fall out from formation, how to fall into formation, how to march. You're not singing any cadences in red phase. Well, at least we didn't. How to make your bunk, like all the basics. You know what I mean? Then when you get into red phase, and also, actually, no, we're in white phase already. We get to white phase. We get issued our rifles, we get the M4A1. It used to be M16, but it's M4s now. And you're learning the 8 cycles of function. You're learning how to take apart the weapon. You're learning how to call it a weapon and not a gun. You're learning how to clean the weapon, how to shoot the weapon, how to hold the weapon. White phase is basically all about rifle marksmanship. So it's a lot easier. White phase, for me, got a lot easier. We still got smoked a lot, but all we basically did was PT and then something with the weapon, whether learning how to hold it for, the different prone, supported, kneeling supported. You basically learn what you're going to need to know to qualify with the weapon. You qualify with the iron sight, the flip up sight. You got to get, I don't even remember, but I think it was like 23 out of 40 just to qualify. Once you qualify with the irons, like a week later, you're going to do with the CCO, which is like the red dot. It's not like the red dot. It is the red dot. I think it's called, it's close combat optic, something like that. But anyways, you're going to learn how to shoot your rifle. And then you're going to go shoot your rifle. And it's a lot of fun. Because it's like the first time you're really doing some real Army shit, I mean, all of it's Army stuff, but you know what I mean? Like, you're sitting in the prone shooting at targets. It's a lot of fun. At least it was for me. I think maybe some people didn't like shooting, but... fun fact. You're going to learn which eye is your dominant eye. So I shot a few weapons before I joined, and I'm right-handed. And I was never a really, really good shot. And then I got hair and I realized that my left eye was dominant. So what you can do is make your hands into a diamond, right? And you're going to look at something far off in the distance. Like for me, I might look at, oh my gosh, I'm so blind. I might look at, I don't know, like a spot on the wall, a fire alarm, maybe this handle right here. I'd look at this handle from afar, right? And what you're going to do is make your circle as small as possible, and then you're gonna pull it to you slowly, and when you pull it to your eyes, it's gonna go to one eye. It's not gonna go directly in the middle. So it's either gonna go to your right eye or to your left eye. So for me, it goes to my left eye. There's a couple other tests, but what I'm trying to say is I'm left eye dominant and I'm right-handed. So that meant for me that I had to, my trigger finger was to be on my left hand. So I learned how to be a left-handed shooter. So it's basically like I never shot before. You know, it was a lot of fun. You know, and it does matter. I mean, I guess it matters, but now when you're marching and rucking and firing, you know, your hand, the same side that your dominant eye is on is the hand that is going to be on the trigger. So it changes things up a little bit. So it was a lot of fun for me. I got to become a left-handed shooter, and I was nervous because I didn't think I would be able to, you know, like I never shot with my left hand, but it was too easy. They said it was easier for me to learn to shoot with my left hand than to see with my right eye. So that's white phase. Now white phase, the FTX at the end was the anvil. And basically this was like a 6 or 7 mile ruck, and it's 2 nights in the forge. My opinion is the anvil was worse than the forge because it was 3 days with no shower. I'm telling you, when we got back, it smelled so bad. It smelled like a homeless encampment. Because not only is it hot, not only are you sweating, then you cool off, then you sweat again. We learned a whole bunch about like ORPs and pulling security and what to do when we get attacked by indirect fire. And so we'll be sleeping in the middle of the night, and then the drill sergeants have their fake bombs going off and like a fake mortar attack. And now we're saying, incoming, and everybody has to run. And it was just stupid. I hated it. I kind of hated it. It wasn't that much fun. But I guess we did learn some stuff. We learned what to do if we're getting attacked. We learned how to properly set up an ORP and a patrol base and stuff like that. So if you want to be super high speed before you go, you can look into that. Like, what is an ORP? How to set up a patrol base? What is a fire team wedge? You know, because if you know that going into it, then you'll probably end up being like a team leader or a squad leader or maybe a PG or whatever. By the way, there's student leadership positions, and so I joined as a 31-year-old man who was overweight, and I just got a text message. I think I'm gonna have to go. But anyways, yeah, there's student leadership positions, and you know, if you're older like me, you're gonna be 32 years old, and there's gonna be like an 18-year-old kid there with a little bit of leadership, and it's gonna be annoying, but you just gotta roll with the punches. Because I'll tell you right now, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Just do what you're told. Just get through basic. I hated it, but now that I'm in AIT, you see that really, really doesn't matter, because if you want to be leadership, you can. If you don't want to be, you might be. I'm in a really small class, but like I'm class leader, and it's essentially like PG, and it's stupid. It doesn't matter, you know. I don't think it really matters here, just like it didn't matter in basic. It's just a thing. But if you want to be high speed, like I said, I would learn, you know, a little bit about patrol bases, a little bit about ORPs. You could learn how to march. You could learn how to, you won't do cadences in basic. I mean, you'll do cadences, but you won't call cadences. But learn them, because when you get to AIT, you might be calling them, you know, which is a lot of fun. Yeah. So, quick note about phasing up. I don't know about other companies. We got, it was like, when we went from red phase to white phase, we got a lot of corrective action. Like, we earned the flag, you know. Anyways, like I said, I'll make another video with more details. This is getting kind of long. Blue phase, you're basically prepping for the forge and graduation. And the forge is basically, forge wasn't bad. We did it at night, so you sleep during the day and then go out at night. You had a 10-mile ruck. You do like Nick at Night, which is like you're low crawling under live rounds. Some team building stuff. It was all too easy. You know, it sounds hard, but the reason why I'm flying through this is because I really want to talk about some of the stupid rules. Not stupid rules, but you know, you're gonna have to walk around buildings. You're gonna have to say things. When they bring you into the classroom, you don't just sit down. You stand up, and then they say take seats, and you have to, you know, there's just like a lot of little small things that you have to do, and they're trying to make you be disciplined, right? So don't be an individual. Don't be the guy that thinks that, you know, he's too cool or too old or too smart to do what everybody else is doing, you know. Because drill sergeants will notice, and you don't want to be that guy. Like I said, I'm going to think of a bunch of stuff after I end this video, so I'll probably make a part 2. But if I can give anybody any advice who is about to go to basic, it's just don't worry about it. Just keep going. Oh yeah, I forgot the ACFTs, but again, I'll make another video. It's really all too easy. Like, it's going to suck in the beginning for sure, because you're going to be doing a lot of push-ups. You're going to do a lot of running. You're going to get screamed at. Don't take it personal, you know? Like, I knew not to take it personal because I watched all these videos. So when they're in my face saying, hey, you know, you're a fat piece of shit, and, you know, why? Well, nobody said that to me, but maybe not so many words. Maybe, oh, how many donuts did you eat? Or you want to cry? You want to quit? All this crazy stuff. Just remember, the drill sergeants are doing their job. They're trying to make a civilian into a soldier, right? So they're going to yell. They're going to scream. There's going to be things that you have zero control over. They're going to say, all right, you have 3 minutes to go upstairs and change into your OCPs. And is it possible? Maybe, but you got 60, 70, 100 people running upstairs to change. So at some point you're going to be like, well, you know what? We're going to get fucked up. You know, we're going to get smoked. We're going to get corrective action. And you're going to go downstairs. And the drill sergeant's going to be like, oh, I thought I said to come down in 5 minutes. That's all right. Have right face. Front leaning rest position, move. And now you're just sitting in the front leaning rest position, ready to do some push-ups. And that's just how it goes. And you're gonna get stronger, and you're gonna get your letters. Any family that's watching this, if you want to be like high-speed supporters to your soldiers in training, start looking for some good sugar-free cough drops. Send them some sugar-free cough drops. If you can find banana flavor or cherry flavor or whatever, that's gonna make their time a lot easier, because for some reason cough drops was a thing. I don't want any more cough drops. I'm cough dropped out. But when you're in the trenches of basic training, those cough drops come in handy. So let me make a note. I gotta talk about fire guard. I gotta talk about the ACFT. Trying to see what else I can make another video. So yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'm gonna just be making random videos, mostly about military while I'm here. I'm in the California National Guard, so I am gonna go back to, you know, buying and selling cars and stocks and real estate. But for now, we're on the military wave. So, oh, and I'll have to tell you guys about Fort Gordon. This is the signal school. So if you're a 25 series or a 17 Charlie, or I think a 94 Bravo, 94 something, you're gonna come to Fort Gordon. So yeah, I'll be talking about Fort Gordon. I have some of my battle buddies at Fort Lee. I have some of them at Fort Jackson for AIT. So I can tell you a little bit about those, but not too much probably. So yeah, if you're interested in hearing more about basic training or AIT or just the National Guard or anything, subscribe. Feel free to comment any questions or thoughts you have, and I will catch you all on the next one.